Hi everyone, my name is Amber Hockadal and I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I never make videos ever, so this is a huge first for me, but the reason I'm making this is because I'm starting on a zero waste grocery shopping journey starting February 1st. It's now January 26th, so I've got a few days to prepare, and I thought I'd make this video so that people who might be thinking about starting a zero waste and starting with grocery shopping, or maybe have some questions about how to become zero waste, could hopefully find some answers, ask some questions, kind of feel like maybe they had someone to go through that experience with. That'd be me. You can go through that experience with me, and I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to do it with you. So I encourage everyone to try to make February 1st the first day of their zero waste grocery shopping lifestyle. The reason I like zero waste is because zero waste believes that you can make a small impact on the world even by decreasing your amount of recycling. So recycling is something that a lot of people say, well, it's recyclable, it's fine, or I can recycle it, so I'll buy a few extra and then I can recycle it. But even recycling takes energy to process, takes water, and it doesn't always work. For example, plastics, which are really, really difficult to get rid of, to decompose, they take about 1,000 years. They can be recycled, but they can only be recycled about 7 to 10 times before their integrity is so compromised that they end up in the landfill. Now, plastics, they're great for some things. They've made a lot of medical inventions with plastics, and plastics can be very useful, but overall plastics don't decompose in a landfill because they need certain conditions in order to decompose, like sunlight and oxygen. And when you take your trash and you put it in a plastic bag, and then that plastic bag goes to the landfill and it gets covered with other plastic bags, it doesn't have the right conditions. And therefore, I learned last night that I went to a community education class at our local Seward Co-op, and I learned last night at this community education class that everything that you have used in your whole life that's plastic is still in existence on this planet today, which is absolutely incredible. So I'm 32. The things I used when I was a child that were disposable, that got thrown away and put in the landfill, still exist in that landfill. So I look at zero waste grocery shopping as one step towards a zero waste lifestyle, which I hope to achieve. And it's one thing that I can do that's just tweaking my behavior a little bit, and it's going to make an absolutely huge difference. So my plan here is within the next few days to prep for my zero waste grocery shopping month of February. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go through my trash, very glamorous, and I'm going to see what I am throwing away. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find reusable alternatives for those things I'm throwing away. And then after that, I'm going to get ready to actually do some zero waste grocery shopping, which means I'm going to create a grocery shopping kind of kit that's a little bit more extensive than what I do right now, which is going to be comprised of jars for liquids at the grocery store. It's going to be comprised of cloth or fabric bags for veggies, grains, breads, things like that. And it'll be comprised of reusable totes and maybe a few other things. So we'll kind of go through that together to prepare. And then the first week of February, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a video about my experience going to the grocery store and trying to be zero waste and what that actually looks like. My goal is to decrease my waste, which about now for my husband and I and our dog is about 2 trash bags a week. And my goal is for the whole month of February to just have it be 1 trash bag. So I don't even know the size of my trash bag, but 1 bag full of waste. And my hope is that I won't even have that much. And also I hope to decrease my amount of recycling. As I mentioned, yes, recycling is great. It makes you feel good, but recycling is really the last resort in the environmental cycle in terms of like your use. So I hope to not even have things to recycle. So I hope that you will join me on this journey. If you feel so inclined to also start in February, I would love to hear from you. Like I said, I've never posted these videos before, so this is really new. So I appreciate people chiming in, telling me what they want to see. If you have questions, we can figure it out together. Sorry, my computer just froze. I hope that wasn't on the video, but also I should note that some people think that zero waste grocery shopping or a zero waste lifestyle is going to be actually a quite large upfront cost. What I learned last night at the Steward Co-op was that about 15% of what you purchase is packaging. So when you go to the grocery store and you buy mayonnaise or you buy cauliflower and it's wrapped in plastic, 15% of the cost of that cauliflower or that mayonnaise goes to the packaging. So therefore, if you're not buying the cauliflower with the wrapping, if you're making your own mayonnaise at home instead, you're actually going to be saving yourself about 15%, which is a huge savings overall. There may be some upfront costs to zero waste grocery shopping that will pay off over time, but I do want to mention those. So those would be like investing in glass jars, which you can find online for free at nextdoor.com if you're in the Midwest, or Facebook has garage sale sites and people are always trying to get rid of jars. I myself, I have spaghetti jars, peanut butter jars, all these jam jars that I thought I would one day magically become crafty and want them, so I stored them all in my basement, and now it's like perfect. I can take these to the grocery store and I can fill them with liquids and solids and things like that. So you might be lucky and be like me and just have easy access to them. Then there's also this idea that you want cloth bags. I have a brand that I'll go through later in more detail, but it's called Bag the Habit, and I bought it online. That's great. Or if you have a local co-op, or you can sew, you can make your own easy cloth bags, and I'd make a variety of sizes. But that's another upfront cost that you might see. Also, I am going to join the local co-op. I haven't joined the local co-op here. It's about $100 a year, so that's an added expense. However, you do get 5% back off your grocery bill every month, so I anticipate that within a few months it will pay for itself because we do a lot of grocery shopping and we eat a lot of fresh foods. So I just wanted to discuss that really quick so everyone knows. But besides that, I hope everything is pretty easy and clear. I hope to see questions and comments, and I hope you join me on this journey and look for my next video in a day or two, which will be about how to actually get ready to go to the grocery store, and actually about what's in your trash and what you can change about your personal behavior. So thanks so much for watching.